Learn concrete estimating. Lesson 2, Calculating weight of rebar. Part 3, Standard hooks and working with decimals. In this lesson, you will be learning about standard hooks and how to work with decimal numbers. In this table, you can see recommended standard hook dimensions. We need to look at A or G values in this table for 90 degree and 180 degree hooks. For example, for number 5 rebar, 90 degree hook length is 10 inches and 180 degree hook length is 7 inches. We just need to remember to look for A or G values. That's all we need to know about standard hooks. In concrete estimating, we need to know how to convert inches to feet. Since 1 foot has 12 inches, we just need to divide inch values by 12 to convert to decimal feet. 1 inch divided by 12 equals 0.08 feet. 2 inches divided by 12 equals 0.167 feet. Let me give you some tips. Half of 1 foot is 6 inches, so half of 1 foot is 0.5 feet. 3 inches is 1/4 of 1 foot, so 3 inches is equal to 0.25 feet. And 9 inches is 3/4 of 1 foot, and that is 0.75 feet. Now we know quarter, half, and 3/4 decimal values of 1 foot, and we just need to remember 1 inch is equal to 0.08 feet. To be able to find out other decimal values, we basically add 0.08 feet to the closest quarter. For example, 7 inches is 6 inches plus 1 inch. 6 inches is half of a foot, 0.5 feet, and 1 inch is 0.08 feet. So 0.5 feet plus 0.08 feet equals 0.58 feet. The same way, 10 inches is 9 inches plus 1 inch, and we know 9 inches is 3/4 of 1 foot. So 0.75 feet plus 0.08 feet equals 0.83 feet. If you've already made it up to this lesson, you should already know about these subjects: calculating volume of concrete, finding diameter of any rebar size, unit weights of rebar, finding lap splices, and standard hooks. Required skills for concrete and rebar estimating. 1. You need to have basic math knowledge, not more than addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. 2. Visual imagination. As you're estimating concrete elements, you need to build the structure in your mind and see if it makes any sense. 3. Comparing numbers with reality. You need to have the ability to see if numbers don't make sense. If you figured 300 cubic yards of concrete for 1,600 square feet of 6-inch slab, you should be able to catch that with your senses. It's supposed to be only 30 cubic yards. This is a very important skill that will improve with time. You need to start looking around and get feelings of units. Find out how big 2,000 square feet is. Find out how many tons your car is. Try to improve your senses. Once you get the feeling of units, you make fewer mistakes. If somebody says, "My car is 10 tons, you already know something is wrong with that car. 4. Be curious. Visit as many sites as possible and watch what they're doing and how they're doing it. Required tools. 1. Online screen takeoff software. Visit hacktakeoff.com or hack.us/products and register for a free package. 2. Excel or Google spreadsheets. Please get your tools ready.